All right, guys, welcome back to another trade recap. Today we traded AMD and we made 20% on just one option. I'm going to show you guys just how I do it and break it down for you. So, first thing you want to do though in the market in the morning is you want to make sure there's no news on the stock, make sure there's no earnings or anything like that. And then you can also, what I like to do is I'll pull it up here. It's a website called briefing.com. And it's free. There's a subscription. You can get other things on here, but this part that you're going to need and use is going to be free. You're just going to click over here. You're going to calendars and then click on economic. This is going to show you any important economic news, Fed meetings coming up, anything like that, initial claims, stuff that can be really important and affect your trading day. So don't make the mistake of, making a trade right when there's a meeting going on and then, you're in a long trade, news comes out and crushes your trade and you can't figure out why until 15, 20 minutes later and realize there was a meeting and say they raised interest rates or something and then you didn't even know what was coming. So today, nothing going on today, so you don't have to worry about it, but you can go over to this week and you can see not much going on tomorrow, but crude oil inventories at 10:30 on the 9th. Continuing claim, initial claims. This news is really important, and sometimes the day before also will reflect, this news. So people will wait for this news to come out, especially if there's a Fed meeting. A lot of times it will affect the day before the actual news comes out because this is going to come out an hour before the market opens. It shows you what kind of impact it has on the trading day. You can see here high. This means this news is very important. If it says low, then that news isn't that important. But anything that's going to effectively potentially move the market is going to say high trading impact. Once we got and checked that, I looked for the overall market if it's up or down. It was up this morning. Found AMD was up about 3% pre-market, kind of a little bit lower than I would like for a gap up, especially because it faded down to not even 2%. But we got a perfect trade here. We came down and tested this pre-market level here, and then we bounced to the upside. Now, this is on a 15-minute chart, so you can see it pretty clear. The pre-market low was just over the previous day's high, so this is a really, really good support zone. We'll jump down to the 5-minute where we made the trade. Zoom in for you a little bit. All right, right at the open. Like I said, people try to take profit after a gap up, and a lot of times we will fall right at the open. I also don't like to trade the first candle or even first 15 minutes a lot of the times, just because I have a really low success rate trading those candles because they are so volatile and it's hard to really pick the direction. So I kind of just be patient and wait for a trade to set up. Once we came down, we rejected this pre-market low, also near the previous day's high. See this huge wick after we came all the way down to 151, and we wicked all the way back up to 152.57. So a little over $1 wick here. So this is showing that some buyers have really bought this pre-market low level back up, and then we get this green candle right next to it, and we can kind of draw a level here, right? We don't want to see it break below this because we rejected it again. We don't want to see price break below this low. Once we came up and we broke this previous candle's high, I was in this trade on this second green candle. We started to wick, but we never broke down below. This would be our stop point at the entry. And we quickly moved up for 15-20 minutes straight. I was really targeting pre-market high and actually exited on this candle just because we had 4 straight green candles in a row. It was kind of slowing down. I feel like I could have got a little bit more out of this trade if I was just a little bit more patient, but overall it was a really good trade. And entry to exit, we get 153.30 to around 154.60s, $1.50, and that got us 20% on that trade. Hope you guys enjoy it. Come back and check out more trade recaps.